Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swiping Third, the official podcast of your Chicago Bandits. I'm Alex Patt.
And I'm Alex Mennella.
And welcome to the first ever episode of this show. I think we're going to have a lot of fun on here, and I'm very excited to get this going.
I am too, Alex. I think we're going to have a great time. The fans are going to learn a lot about the players of the Bandits, the organization itself, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, before they learn about that, how about learn about us?
I agree. Why don't you start it off, Alex?
Okay. Well, again, I'm Alex Patt. I am 24 years old and intern with the Bandits. I do game day promotions and marketing. I went to Concordia University, studied broadcasting, and there I did TV, radio, managed the radio station, as well as wrote for the newspaper. I'm also a freelance writer and broadcast with Swirsky Sports Chicago, Fansided, and Sports Sanity podcasts.
And my name is Alex Mennella. I am 21 years old. I go to the University of Miami. I'm a senior down there. I'm a major in marketing, minor in broadcast journalism. I do TV and radio down there. I am one of the radio announcers for the University of Miami baseball team, so I get to travel around with them.
That's pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun, and I would consider myself a resident sport enthusiast and expert. We'll see if the expert portion comes out, but nonetheless, love good sports.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Love sports, love baseball, football, hockey, basketball, and softball is really fun too. I didn't know much about it a few years ago, but I've really come to learn a lot about it, and it's a great sport.
It's a lot of fun. The excitement level is off the charts. That's probably the best thing about fast pitch softball.
Absolutely. And we have a great team here with the Chicago Bandits. And I'd like to thank everybody with the Chicago Bandits, the league, and everyone making this podcast possible. So thanks a lot. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting opportunity. And as we said before, can't wait to get started. Starting right now.
All right. Well, then let's get into the Bandits themselves. They're kind of what we talk about here. Right now, they're in second place, but well ahead in second place, 22 games ahead. That's quite a bit.
That's a tremendous margin to be at right now. Obviously, you want to be comfortable in the standings, but 22 games is beyond comfortable. That's a blanket and a nap, sitting at home, relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to put it. They just had a homestand recently, and they absolutely dominated. They played the Beijing Eagles, and they swept them. It was a clean sweep. They played great. One game they won 21-0.
Yeah, that is actually a single game run record for the Bandits. I mean, it was off the charts. 23 hits in total for the Bandits. 11 different players all getting hits. Home runs by Carasoni, Savekis, and Marshall. It was a great showing.
Carasoni hit an absolute bomb. I mean, that was long gone. And the great thing about that game is that they really just spread the ball all over the place. They hit singles, doubles, triples, home runs. You know, they beat out slow grounders. They sprayed the ball the other way. They just really kind of took advantage of everything and just played a great game. And, you know, they shut them out too. So it's not like they gave up anything. It was a flawless game by the Bandits. They took advantage of every single mistake. And that's something that they've done a real good job of this year. I mean, they're 26-7 overall. They're well on their way to the championship. They just look great right now.
They look fantastic. And going back to that series against the Beijing Eagles, it was just a tremendous all-around effort by the Bandits, like you said. But to start off with, their hitting was sensational. You talked about it was home run, singles, doubles, triples, but they played hard.
Yes, they did.
That's above anything else was, like you said, they're beating out grounders. That's something that a lot of teams don't necessarily have. They're going to be slow trotting if they think it's going to be a pop out or something like that.
Sure.
But you saw, even when it was a pop fly, they were still running hard.
Sprinting down, yeah.
And defensively, very, very sound as well for the Bandits.
They were absolutely
out there throwing themselves on the ground, making diving catches. That's something that you got to see all the time and something that they're doing a tremendous job of so far. And obviously it's paid off with the 6-game sweep.
Yeah, exactly. And, one thing that I do give them a lot of credit for as well, it may not seem like much, but in right field, that sun can get very tricky at this ballpark, and they're still able to run it down. So I think that, to me, that really says a lot about how good they are. I know that sounds silly, but you got to give them credit for that. That's a really tricky right field out there.
Well, how many times in baseball and softball have you seen right fielders, left fielders, depending upon any place in the outfield, wherever that sun comes in their eyes, how many times have you seen them misjudge it?
It's hard. It's hard out there. It's one of those things where it looks easy, but it's not.
No, not by a long shot. And like you said, they're completing the play, if you want to say that. They're not going to take anything for granted. They're not going to go nonchalant about anything. And like you said, battling that sun is very difficult out there.
Absolutely. So the USSSA Pride, they're amazing too. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They're in first place. They're 4 games ahead of the Bandits, and that's going to be their opponent in the championship series. They have a series coming up with them. In fact, it's the final series of the regular season is with the Pride, and then they're going to go right into playing them in the championship series. So you're going to see a lot of them at the end of the season. It's going to be the Clash of the Titans here. Really a good matchup.
That is a great way to describe it in a Clash of the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
But the same thing, though, like you were saying, they're going to play them at the end of the season right before that championship series. That's excellent because not only are you going to be familiar with your opponent, you're going to know all their tricks, how they hit. You're going to be able to manage where you want to locate pitches, how to attack certain hitters. So it's honestly a great situation for the Bandits to be in. They're, like you said, they're very soundly in second place. We know that they will be playing against the Pride in that championship series. So it's going to be a matter of just figuring out the Pride in that series right before the championship series. And honestly, I think this team can do it with their veteran leadership, with their young talent. I definitely think they can give the Pride a run for their money.
Absolutely. I mean, they've played some really close games, those two teams. It goes to show how their talent is pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be the test is this next coming up series, I should say, the series before that championship series with the Pride. Obviously, earlier on in the season, did not have as much success against the Pride as we would have liked to. However, though, I think that they took that as a learning experience.
Absolutely.
Obviously, they bounced back tremendously since then. They've gone on a dominant stretch since. But nonetheless, that's still going to be in the back of their heads going into this future series and championship series.
So why don't we just go into the championship series? The Bandits are hosting the championship series, and it's really kind of an honor to be hosting that. I think that the league has recognized how good the stadium is. We've hosted it before. We've hosted it in 2011, but I think this is a great place to host the championship series. Parkway Bank Sports Complex is a great place to catch a game.
Oh, it's a fantastic venue to be at, but it's also, like you said, a great pleasure to be hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the fans, this is a tremendous opportunity for you to come out and support your Bandits. Bandits will be in it. That's an amazing opportunity to get behind the Bandits themselves and show up in just droves.
And anyone who just wants to watch a good softball game, just come on out. We actually have a special guest on the show today. We have Alex Flash in charge of ticket sales for the Chicago Bandits. She is going to explain how the ticket process works and just kind of details about how to come here and enjoy an experience at the championship series. All right, Alex, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I am doing good. So could you tell our audience kind of how you can attend this event and kind of what to expect?
Yeah, absolutely. So the championship series for the NPF is being hosted here in Rosemont, Illinois, and it's going to be going on from August 16th through the 20th. The games on August 19th and 20th are what-if games. This is a best-of-5 series, so if one team goes and sweeps the other, then we're only going to have the first 3 games. You can purchase your tickets online on Ticketmaster.com, or you can call the Bandits office and let us know what date you're looking at. You can also buy championship series packages. This will be for the first 3 games of the series because those are the only 3, again, that are guaranteed. And the advantage to that is you get a little bit of a discount, but you also get to keep your same seat for the series, which a lot of people kind of like to do. So just be vigilant of that on the Ticketmaster website. And again, if you have any questions or need any help at all in purchasing your tickets, feel free to call the Bandits office. Anyone in the office can help you out.
Great. And so the actual event itself, will there be any special events going on outside the park, like tailgating, or will there be any special promotions that fans could be aware of?
The NPF will definitely be doing a couple of promotions at each game. We're going to be making this an entertaining series, as well as exciting just softball-wise in general. There's going to be a tailgate going on beforehand. There's going to be a live band as well. The tailgate could be exclusive right now to VIPs and season ticket holders, but just always check the Bandits website. Let's just say that.
That's fair.
Any different events that are going on, the Bandits will be promoting it. The NPF will be promoting it. So stay tuned to social media for the NPF as well as the Bandits. And always check the website because, especially in the next coming weeks here, there's going to be more information provided about different things going on during the game and before the game. There's going to be a lot of different sponsors there as well. It's going to be a fun event in general for anyone, especially if you've never experienced a championship series before. I definitely recommend coming out.
Yeah, I bet the atmosphere is going to be really good. Well, Alex, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so we are going to welcome in Kristyn and Stacy, two Bandits players. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
Good, good.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it.
Okay, so we have some questions to ask you guys. Nothing too complicated, but maybe they are complicated. Maybe they'll make you think a little bit. Basically, he's going to ask 5 questions. I'm going to ask 5 questions. And yeah, just answer as best you can and have fun with it.
Yeah, like I said, this is going to be to get the fans a little bit more in tune with your guys' personal side, just to kind of see exactly what some of your favorite things are. So the first question that I have for you guys, what is your favorite dinosaur? We ask the hard to answer questions here on the podcast.
Man, I don't know. Probably a T-Rex just because it's so monstrous and, overwhelming, I guess.
Yeah, and I just watched Jurassic Park last night, so definitely a velociraptor.
Nice. Great film.
Yeah, those are really good choices. So actually that kind of relates to my question. What's your guys' favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time has got to be Toy Story, honestly.
Nice.
So,
Wow, that's really good. How about Bridesmaids?
ooh, that's a
Nice.
good
Oh,
one
that
too.
was so funny.
That's a really good one. That's good.
Nice. And going off of not really going off of that, but the next one, a little bit more in tune with your foods. I almost feel like I know because you're from New York, but deep dish or New York style pizza?
I'm definitely gonna have to stay loyal to my roots here and go with the New York pizza. But
Yeah.
I do enjoy deep dish.
Okay.
I completely agree. Those aren't my roots, but New York first, deep dish second.
Wow.
I have some beef with you guys with that. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so your favorite seasons, what are they? I have a feeling, but what are your favorite seasons?
My favorite one is probably the winter. I just
Really?
yeah, I don't know. I love the cold weather. I love snow, skiing, snowboarding. So I'm definitely more of a winter person.
Okay.
How about this? How about 2008 Chicago Bandits season?
Oh, I like that. All right.
Ooh, good
Best
answer.
answer we could have asked for, right?
All
there,
right. All right.
Now going off of this, if you guys are much MLB fans, are you guys Cubs, Sox, any other team? What's your favorite baseball team and why? Is it you grew up rooting for it as a kid, favorite athlete, things like that?
My favorite team, as sad as it is to say right now, is the New York Mets. I've grown up and my family's been split. My mom's Mets, my dad's Yankees, myself Mets, my brother Yankees. So it's kind of a family split, but we've always gone to Met games and I've always enjoyed them.
It's a house divided there.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and I grew up in Northern Nevada. In Northern Nevada, you're either an A's fan or a Giants fan. We're Giants fans, so grew up going to those games and just love them.
Chose the right team with that, I
Yeah,
can
I
say,
guess
with
so.
all the World Series.
Yeah, that dynasty must have been fun to watch from
Yeah.
2010 to 2014.
Yep, a lot of fun, a lot of good runs. Every other year, right?
Yeah, it was
basically.
the even year
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, least favorite foods. Least favorite.
Can I just put anything that's healthy in that category? I mean, probably vegetables, not my favorite at all. I mean, I guess I'm more of a, let's throw cheese on it and make it taste good, I guess.
Cheese is good.
So,
Cheese is
when
good.
you were a kid, then were your parents, when they say eat your vegetables, do you give them a fight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Raw tomatoes, cooked or okay? Spaghetti sauce, any sort of red sauce, okay. Cooked tomatoes, good. Raw tomatoes, not good.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you on that.
I feel
Frankly, I think that's a good answer.
All right, this one may be a little bit more personal, but do you guys have a weird superstition or kind of like a pregame ritual that you guys do before you get out there and start playing?
The running joke this year for me has been a solid dose of Fortnite the night before.
Oh, look at that.
We went on a road trip there. It was a little rough for a little while. Came back, played some Fortnite for a while, and had a successful day at the plate. So it's just kind of become our little joke here. Is, have you played your Fortnite today?
Nice.
I love it.
The Fortnite champion. All right.
Yeah, I have none, absolutely none. So I will participate in her superstition. I support her in her playing of Fortnite.
Nice. Very cool.
Hey, you know what? Video games are a great way to unwind and get you pumped up for stuff. Okay, so do you guys have any musical skills? Did you ever play an instrument? Did you ever want to play an instrument? Singing? Anything like that?
Actually, when I was in elementary school, I started to play the violin about third grade, and then I got into middle school. In about sixth grade, I transitioned over and I started playing stand-up bass.
Wow.
And I haven't played in a while, but I definitely miss playing it.
Cool, cool.
Well, I had a good run in middle school with the clarinet, and that morphed into the bass clarinet, so that was pretty exciting. I stopped after middle school, which was good for my social life, and then I've been playing guitar for about the last 15 years, so I actually do play that a little bit.
Very cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Very cool.
Love the guitar. Love it, love it, love it.
Now, growing up, who was your childhood idol and why? Or just someone that you always looked up to as a kid?
Athletically, for me, being a catcher and the New York Mets being my favorite team, Mike Piazza was somebody that I really looked to. Definitely a great hitter too for the position. So for me, it was just, it's fun to watch him play. And I think now it's probably just watching like Yadier Molina do his thing back there is pretty awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I was a little kid back in '96 when we had the Olympics in Atlanta, right? So like all of those softball players, I mean, Dot Richardson, Lisa Fernandez, all those guys. So when I was a kid, I had their posters up on my wall.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's 96. I was only 2 years old, so I don't really remember that. But, I've heard the stories. So, all right. Last question from me. Your favorite place here in Rosemont? Favorite place to visit, hang out? I know there's a lot of places here. Do you guys have a favorite?
I mean, I'd probably be lying if I didn't say here at the ballpark. I mean,
Good answer.
We've got some incredible fans out there, and they are here and they support us day in and day out through everything. And it's really been awesome to kind of be on this side of it now for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll say a distant second would be the Hofbrauhaus.
Very nice. And then the last one that I have for you guys here, it's a little segment I like to call Spill the Beans, basically if you guys were stranded on an island and you can only bring two of your teammates with you, who are you choosing and why?
Man. Who am I bringing? I'd probably bring Haley Wagner as one of them. She's pretty handy, so I feel like if I needed something or I couldn't figure something out, probably look to her and she'd be able to figure it out or somehow have it handy. I don't know. And I don't know. I'm probably bringing Nadia with me because we like to go back and forth at it. We're always having a good time with each other, and it's always a good laugh when she's around.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. How about I'll bring Thule and I'll bring Sandy. Okay, that way we have a pitcher and a catcher and I can hit.
No boring days stranded on the island.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta
gladly squat for that.
you gotta be entertained, right? I mean, that's you don't want to be bored out there.
Might be pitching with some coconuts there in the end, but nonetheless, you
Yeah.
got the setup. You got the setup there.
Exactly. So, one question I wanted to ask you too was, you guys are doing really well right now, and it's really fun to watch you guys play. And it sounds a little cliche, but I think a good culture makes a good sports team. Could you guys tell me a little bit about kind of the culture you guys have in the locker room? Is there like a really good vibe, just a really strong vibe? What's the culture like for you guys here with the Bandits?
Well, I just think that, like you said, we do have a good culture and a good vibe in the locker room, and everybody's pretty upbeat about what's going on. And even, through some tough games here against the Pride, keeping their heads up. And
Sure.
it's really easy to play when you have the depth that we do on the bench, 1 through 9, and then anybody at any time could come in and pinch hit. And I think the cool thing is that no matter who's at the plate, everybody in the dugout believes in them and believes that they'll succeed in that moment. And so I think that that's something right now that is really kind of keeping us on that in being successful.
Great.
Yeah, we do. I think we have a really cool thing going here. I think everybody's on the same page. We know what we want. We're all We're all looking for a championship, whether it be at the player level, the coach level, the staff level, or the ownership level. I mean, everybody knows why we're here. We all believe it can be done. You know, we had a rough go against the Pride this last week, but I don't think that excludes us from winning a championship at all. I think we really still believe that that's in store for us, and we definitely have a ton of talent and good culture in the locker room to make that happen.
Yeah, that's good, because I think one of the biggest things about sports is you learn from your mistakes. And if, you don't always succeed, you just build each other up. So it's good to hear that. I think you guys really have a great culture here, and it's showing. So, yeah, I really like watching you guys. It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you guys are, like you said, you've been through a little bit of a tough patch right now. Obviously, looking to rebound from that. How do you guys handle the tougher games? A couple of them were close games, when you come right down to the wire and unfortunately can't get it done. What is it like in the locker room after that? Kind of the environment, emotion, things like that.
Well, I think the cool thing is that we know that we've hung in there with them. We've had a lot of one-run games, tough back and forth games that we've battled, and just keeping that in the back of your head when you do get into that locker room. As much as a loss is, you kind of hang your head on it a little bit. You do see that area where we know that we can improve and we know that we can get better, and it's not impossible to beat them. We've like I said, we've been there, we've been up, we've been down, we've won a game, and it's just all about continuing to learn and grow as a team, and limiting our mistakes and taking advantage of our opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no doubt that we could have won any number of those games. We were probably just a hit away here and there, and we know that. But kudos to the Pride for playing well. But we know we have a little bit more in the tank too. So, there's no concern. Nobody's happy about the losses, but there's no concern on our end. We know that, the next time around we're going to make the adjustments, and we're going to get those big hits that we need.
And there's a lot of softball still left to be played as well, which is true. So.
Absolutely. Kristyn, Stacy, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your time. We had a lot of fun with you guys. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks, guys. This was awesome.
Thanks. It was a good time.
We'll have you guys on again.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys.
That is Kristyn and Stacy with the Chicago Bandits podcast. All right, well, before we get to the championships themselves, we still have some home games, as we said earlier, and we got a lot of great promotions going on too. But first, I want to take the opportunity to thank the people who made Swiper's birthday possible, because that was a really fun day. It was last week during the homestand, and a bunch of mascots came out and celebrated Swiper's birthday. So we would like to thank Willie Wildcat, Rusty, Skates, and Spikes. Skates being from the Chicago Wolves right here in Rosemont, Willie Wildcat being from the Wildcats, the Joliet Slammers with Spikes, and Rusty, the Chicago Steel. So again, thanks for coming out. I think Swiper really had fun. It's too bad you couldn't be there for that. They were all out on the concourse to start the game, and then they went out onto the field. They were just doing a lot of fun things, and when you get a lot of those mascots together, usually chaos ensues. So,
Oh, I'm sure that had to be a lot of fun. I'm sure it was a lot of fun for the fans as well. And like you said, I know Swiper really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it was a youth day, so it was a lot of kids, so it all made sense.
Oh yeah, that had to be a fun time for fun, family-friendly fun, I should say.
Even though the mascots, they caused a little havoc, but it's okay. It was all in good fun.
All in good spirit.
Exactly. So the last few promos we have coming up, actually, we want to share these because we really encourage the fans to participate in this. We want fans to come up dressed up just to make the environment just cooler, We have a Disney night coming up. That's going to be the 20th. Anything Disney, which is pretty much anything in the world these days because Disney owns everything. But,
Very true.
If you want to bring your Mickey Mouse or Woody or
Star Wars or Disney princesses or princes.
Disney princesses will be a big one. I
I'm
bet.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Any Disney princess, any of that fun stuff, bring it to the ballpark. The Chicago Bandits would really appreciate it. And heck, us interns do enjoy kind of participating in that stuff too. So we'll try to step up our game as well.
You may or may not see some of them dressed as Disney princesses. You never know. Alex?
You got me. Okay. I was going to be a surprise, but, surprise ruined. Then the next day we have Christmas in July, and we're going to have like a lot of Christmas music playing. Obviously, Christmas in July, everyone knows what that is. I know it's going to be really hot, but if you have an ugly Christmas sweater,
Now is the time to break it out then.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, but be prepared to listen to a lot of Christmas music. That's going to be funny.
It'll get you in the spirit, and you still got to wait many more months to go. So the best of both worlds.
Now, there may be a Swiper Santa. We don't know. That's just, I don't know if there is, but
That'll
if
be
there
ho hilarious.
Okay, you're fired. Get out.
I'm trying my best.
Oh, okay. Well, then after that, we have Jennie Finch Day, and that's a big deal here.
That is actually going to be August 10th.
Mhm.
Though, so we do have in between Christmas in July and then Jennie Finch night, we do have an away series against the USSSA Pride.
Right before
So-
they come here.
Exactly, right before they do come back.
So even more games against the Pride.
Yeah, but just wanted the fans to know that it's not all continuous there. There is a little bit of a stretch where you're going to have to wait. But Jennie Finch night will be fantastic. I know it'll be a great time for the fans.
And that's when a lot of the hardcore like softball people come out because they're really passionate about that kind of thing. So
Oh.
that's cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a fun night. And then transitioning as well, the following night after that on August 11th, that's going to be superhero night.
That's another one where we want to see the costumes. We want to see your Avengers stuff. We want to see your Batman stuff. Whatever. Bring it. And you know what? If you can fade away like Thanos killed you, that would be even cooler.
I don't know if that's possible.
I don't think it is, but in case someone is able to do that, make superhero night awesome. Capes, costumes, whatever.
Well, who is your favorite superhero then? Who do you want
Oh.
to see the fans dress as?
If someone comes in like a cool Iron Man costume, I will flip out.
And that's funny because Captain America is my favorite as well. So a little bit of Civil War
Yeah.
action there.
Yeah, exactly. Heck, if you do any Avenger, like you'll be cool. Okay, here's another one. If you come as Star-Lord, I'll also really appreciate you.
Basically anything Marvel, DC, you name it. If it's superhero related, we want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. A good Batman costume, Batman Robin. I don't know if I'm going to do anything. I don't have a lot of superhero stuff, but I'm sure some of the other interns will. I'll have to figure it out.
Oh, I know a few that I'm sure have plenty of costumes.
Of course. And you could go to Party City and find a lot of good stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And then the final regular season game is us appreciating you, the fans. Fan appreciation night. You're going to be thanked a lot that night because without the fans, there's no team.
Exactly, and we appreciate how you guys come out and you support your hometown Bandits, even if you're coming from miles away. We appreciate it, and we want to let you know how much you are appreciated.
And we get people who have decent commutes to come here just to support us. That's really cool. People come from all over.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of the Bandits is they have a wide range of fans.
Yes,
from
they do.
age and location as well, all across the United States. I'm sure even across the world.
Absolutely. And then what if I told you we had fun stuff going on not here?
Oh, really?
Yeah, not here. Arlington Racetrack is one of our go-to places. They sponsor us with a lot of stuff. They're really awesome. We will be there representing the Bandits on the 22nd and August 5th. It's a really cool place. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I haven't, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Well, you should go on one of those nights.
I think I may.
And then we're going to be at the Red Stars game, soccer team. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Red Stars, but they're a really fun time. It's another place where you can go and just enjoy a game on a summer night. They're cool.
They're making their presence felt, which is good. And it'll be
Yeah.
another fun event to just come together with a bunch of local teams that are around there. People that have, again, another great fan base. But it'll be fun to get everyone together, a little combination of sports there.
Absolutely. So those will be our main off events. So be on the lookout for us at Arlington Racetrack, the Red Stars game. We'll also be at Raging Waves. I don't have the exact date of when we'll be there, but we will be at Raging Waves. Be sure to check the website for more information there. So Raging Waves is a place I've never been to, but I don't know if you've been there.
Same thing. I have not been there.
Well, first time for everything, right?
Yep, exactly. I mean, I live in Miami 9 months out of the year, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're kind of surrounded by that stuff.
True.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the rest of the season. We're entering the home stretch here. It's amazing how quick this season does go.
Yeah, it is. You know what? It's like all sports. You reach the end, the championship series, whether it be the Super Bowl, the World Series, something along those lines, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, that was fast. But when
Yeah.
you're living it, you're enjoying it. You're outside as much as you can, and it's fantastic.
By the way, July 27th, 12 to 3 is when we're going to be at Raging Waves.
Had a little bit of go-to information there, some impromptu deliveries
Yes.
on swiping third.
Exactly. I mean, that's why we have a whole crew here. Thumbs up, guys. Good work. We do good work here. At least we hope we do. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much all our promos. A lot of fun stuff there. So please participate if you can. And what's going to make this really special is if these keep working, we're going to have more good stuff in the following years. We're just going to keep getting more fun promotions, more cool stuff. So the more we really hype this stuff up, the more cool stuff we could get.
And we also value you, the fans, your input. If you have a
Yeah.
spirit day you'd love to see or a promotion night that you think would be great, feel free to approach one of us at one of the games or just to talk to us. Comment below this or anything else, and we'll
Okay.
be seeing it.
If you had one promotion night idea, what would it be? I'm
One
putting you on the
promotion
spot.
night. Oh, well, I already liked what you guys did. You did College Spirit.
Yeah,
College Spirit was great.
that's a popular one. You know,
Yeah.
people love that stuff.
Everyone is passionate about their college. So
Mhm.
I love that. And plus, it's fun to just sit in the stands and see where everyone is from. You might find a random alumni that you didn't know went there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You strike up a conversation about that one time you were late to class with this professor, and then it
Yeah,
goes from
right?
there.
Exactly. Honestly, I think next year they should have a Jurassic Park night and have dinosaurs everywhere. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, maybe coincide it with when the usually the Walking with Dinosaurs comes to either the convention center
Yeah.
or the Allstate Arena or something like that.
Now I'm excited for a potential idea like that.
You never know. Hey, there could be walking with dinosaurs along the field or running bases with dinosaurs.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be so cool. Well, that's just about going to do it on Swiping Third. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. Hope you learned a lot. Be on the lookout for our next episode, which will be coming out soon. I'm Alex Mennella.
And I'm Alex Patt.
Have a great night.